And next tonight, we all remember those troubling images during the early part of the pandemic with hundreds of cars lined up at food banks in cities across the country as the pandemic exposed the ugly reality of food insecurity for so many families. Well, that need hasn't gone away, but neither has the generosity of communities coming together to help feed their neighbors. And in New York City, one grassroots organization helped spark a movement of community fridges filled daily with free food to help fight hunger at the neighborhood level. It started with a single fridge on a Brooklyn sidewalk, but now there are hundreds across New York and in cities around the country. And our Linsey Davis takes a look in tonight's America Strong.
Nothing in the freezer, right?
No, nothing.
May 18th is always a difficult day for Selma Raven. 8 years ago, her 21-year-old son, Michael, a passionate health food advocate known for his "no one should go hungry" mantra, passed away. Today, Selma finds herself honoring his memory by doing what he loved most, feeding their neighbors in the Bronx.
He was a catalyst for this, but what's running it now is the neighborhood, the people, and really the whole community behind it.
Selma, along with her partner Sarah, started what they believe was the first community fridge in the Bronx just as the pandemic began. Every day for the past year and a half, they spend time stocking a curbside fridge full of fruits, vegetables, sandwiches, and other essentials, all free of charge thanks to local donations.
It's people in the neighborhood, it's pantries nearby, it's larger organizations once in a while saying, hey, we've got some extra food. We've gotten the farm to come on, and now they're doing drops once a week, bringing large quantities of food from organic farms upstate.
It's all about feeding the need, and the need is great. Just as quickly as the food is delivered, it seems to disappear. Selma and Sarah estimate their fridge alone is feeding 220 people a day, with neighbors volunteering to help keep the pantry stocked around the clock and facilitate donations. In Brooklyn, Beatriz Perez and the taxi cab service she works for are running an operation of their own.
See it, it's just a plain office, and then we set up the tables.
Her boss noticed community fridges popping up on social media. She says their Phoenix fridge is helping more than 1,000 local families get meals weekly.
We lost a lot of drivers. They passed away because of COVID. So we saw the need for our tenants. It's given us a different meaning of life. We've become very family-based with many people who come for food.
Bronx-based artist Laura Alvarez has taken note of that new meaning of life, all because of Selma's friendly fridge.
I think I've seen the change in the culture. Like before, you didn't matter if 2 apples will go to waste in your place, but now instead of letting go to waste, you bring them to the fridge, you leave them there, and maybe there's something that you might want to get.
Laura has painted designs on 12 different fridges now, illustrating the message behind their mission.
Take what you need, leave some for others, coge lo que necesites, deja algo para los demás. That was something that we decided to write on the shed and on the fridge, because when we started, it was basically free food, and that was creating some issues on people coming and just taking the whole fridge. So we decided to word it a little different, and that way it's been working pretty well.
The concept has worked so well that locally sourced community fridges have spread throughout New York City amid the pandemic, thanks in large part to In Our Hearts NYC, a grassroots organization that helps connect fridges and food suppliers with hosts through social media. The group has had a part in setting up fridges outside bodegas and apartment buildings in every borough and has now expanded their reach to help other communities battling food insecurity. Chicago, Nashville, Los Angeles, and Miami, just to name a few. And the need continues to grow.
Our estimates are more than 60 million Americans reached out and got support from the charitable food sector in this country during the pandemic. We continue to see elevated levels, and the challenges we faced were just the sheer demand, the levels of need out there.
There are certain fridges where as soon as we drop off food, within an hour, it's empty. They'll see our cars pull up and then immediately grab everything.
So many people are displaced. I just believe that we as a community can help each other, and we have all the power to.
This is a Band-Aid to a very big problem within the country. There's a real systemic issue in this. Living in this country of America. We have an abundance of resources, and everyone should have access to food no matter what their situation is.
And while many fridges are finding creative ways to keep their help-yourself pantries stocked, most lack the resources to truly solve food insecurity in their neighborhoods.
We've never received any funding. We sit for hours applying for grants. This is a genuine interest. Even though you see this food now, it'll be gone in about 30 minutes. And fridges all over. We need like trucks, we need transportation. We need agencies understanding that there is a real need. Why do we need to go through all these like red tape to get funding?
But Selma and Sarah say they'll keep on pushing to try to combat food insecurity at the neighborhood level, continuing Michael's mission with each meal.
I think he would be very proud of us. He was a big believer in, together we can really make a big difference. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Unbelievable what so many people can do. Thanks to Linsey Davis.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.